And well, what are we expecting from this one? Would you agree? Like this Storm final pick, normally picked up when it's a good game to do so, but there's a little bit of lockdown on Happy Feet. Sorry, on TNC. How good can the Storm be?
Well, I think Happy Feet's just trying to take it to the late game. They're trying to find that hero that's pretty elusive. There's Ogre, Stun, Slaughter, and Batrider, but those aren't guaranteed lockdowns in a Storm. You can kind of zip and zap out of those before you get initially stunned. But if you do get grabbed, it will be troublesome, and you might have a big engagement happen here.
Oh, he's going to get the lead in
5v5. Let's go.
Wyvern. He will be able to Arctic Burn, keep his distance. Rappy's going to try and turn. The static link is out. They get the crush through. Tim's falling low. He's trapped. Tim's is down. First blood for X-Rag. Rappy will get out of there, but the rest won't be as lucky. Double kill for the CK, and they're not done. They're looking towards Cuckoo. They'll get themselves a third kill. Happy Feet. They do lose one in return. 3 for 1 though so far. TNC trying to chase, see if they can get another one to get the revenge kill, but it ain't going to be the case. So 3 kills for Happy Feet, a first blood as well.
Oh boy. So panel talked about it, of course, the Medusa versus CK interaction and the Legion Commander versus the Batrider. So both teams kind of counter-picking each other in a way. But I like this Medusa. Medusa's really solid here. Not really sold 100% on the Razor, but it is just I'm pretty sure just for the laning matchup is what TNC is going for. It actually just destroys poor Legion Commander. You have to go boots so you can avoid that link, and it still is pretty tough. But it is pretty awkward the way that they are walking back to the lanes after all dying. So Ogre's going to sit on mid with the Tusk. Same thing as the last time. And Medusa should have a pretty favorable matchup versus that Storm Spirit. But at the beginning, since that whole first blood thing kind of happened, Ben-Hur will come out ahead at 3-0.
1437 just trying to give Jules a right rundown. Up top, bit of a go being made. They bring the Rift in onto Tim's.
I think Jesse can actually have such a big impact in this game. There's not really a crazy amount of magic damage coming out from TNC, so that Cold Embrace could prove to be pretty damn obnoxious.
Does have to be careful in the way he uses it around the static link and stone gaze though in the team fights.
Yes.
Could set up for some pleasurable plays for TNC in that case. Jules going for the TP out, and he's not making it. The damage only just there, but it is.
Ogre Club to the face.
And so far, Ben-Hur doing all right with the CS despite that pressure from the Ogre Medusa.
Yep. That head start from just because of those kills early on. Since he was able to get to the lane quicker. Top lane should be pretty nice for Sam H. This is one of his better heroes as well, the Batrider. She'll be able to get a good chunk of levels here from Tim's. I think Tim's they gotta be able to stack up for the Batrider too, just enable that farm to accelerate. And that's what we will see coming out from the Slaughter. Rappy doing incredibly well in this bottom lane versus Raven. Just because he got the boots so early on top of that Stout Shield.
Oh, and Tim's caught out by the 3 of them. Killing spree for X-Rag at 2 minutes in as he picks up the 3rd kill this game.
Jules, again, on the Tusk. He's died twice already in the first 2 minutes, but part of all 4 kills. He is a Tusk player for sure.
Mid lane, Ben-Hur salving up, 1437. It's coming in and being that brick in between Ben-Hur and the creeps. Making it very hard for Storm to get in range of anything, as it were.
I was thinking Sam H would actually be doing really good up here because he was versus the dual lane for quite a while, but he actually only has 2 last hits somehow. So I'm not sure how he's getting stoned out so hard from the CK and Wyvern. Of course, when the Tusk comes up, it's really difficult, but versus just the 2 of them, it's a bit surprising to see how far behind he is. But he will have stacks to kind of catch him back up. We see Tim stacking for him, and we see on the side there's also that double stack that was stacked before.
Bottom lane, Rappy on the LC, getting good CS down in this lane against Raven. Certainly feels like a lane that could get a bit spooky for the Legion with the static link in play. And talking about it, I'll try and close them down. Rappy will be able to get behind the tower.
Oh, that's cool. So the overwhelming odds, that bonus movement speed he got, whenever Raven closes the gap with the current, it actually removes it. Just saw that interaction actually happened. Haven't seen too much of the Razor versus the Legion matchup since the change on Razor, so that's pretty nice.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid lane, continuing to have Cuckoo taking the lead, but it is close. Ben-Hur keeping up. Only slightly behind.
Lane's playing out kind of as we expected. The Razor versus Legion pulling ahead, and the Medusa versus the Storm pulling ahead as well. Or the Medusa versus... Yeah, did I say that right? I don't even know anymore.
Oh, it's
Brain's not working.
The rift onto Sam. Stun as well. Tim's coming across trying to help out. There's nothing he can do. The kill is already complete and going the way of X-Rag once again.
CK getting every single one of the kills.
Money for sure. We'll be adding up big time for X-Rag. These early game little skirmishes that he's coming out on top of.
Again, they're gonna go.
And they're gonna get it. With that sharp block, the crush will come through, but the snowball dodge is there. Sam, is he out?
3-man stun,
Oh,
Splinter
Splinter
Blast!
Blast! Very nicely done there from Jesse Vash.
This top lane is a disaster.
X-Rag? This man's going deep. Got the one charge, just rifts his way back out of that. He is an absolute crazy one. And he's got the money for the completed Trez. Trez 1, Stout Shield. Pretty beefy for 5 minutes in on this very farm CK.
Yeah. It's definitely a problem coming out for the Batrider. Already having 2 deaths to his name. Same thing with Tim's. They've even positioned the Ogre up here now too, to try to make sure that they don't die as much.
I've got to do something to stop the feed. I can't get the CK more and more of this. Bottom lane Raven is leading the CS. He may not be getting kills, but he's getting a lane to himself. And getting good farms, so that level difference will be there between him and the CK.
Shrine gets used. 3-man Shrine into a smoke. Looks like they might try to actually kill Cuckoo here with this one.
Bring in the CK mid, could catch the Medusa off guard. He's trying with the lead in, and he's got the rift back. Drags him in to the stun. They've got the damage.
He didn't actually have mana shield on either, so he died incredibly quickly. He was probably dead anyway, but he could have made him work for it a little bit harder.
That sort of movement, hard to predict if you're TNC.
Yeah, it's a really nice play.
Straight back up to top. X-Rag, with the kills he's been involved in, he's leading the net worth. Still very close all around.
Storm's having a great game though. Like already 33 last hits. He jungled a bit, but I mean, having him have this lane is pretty damn fortunate for them when he's versus the Medusa and Ogre that started off. So all in all, happy feet. Been pretty solid in this laning phase. Because I mean, 30 last hits on the Legion Commander. I thought it would be more of a advantage coming out for Razor. Now Jules looking to make the move down bottom with Jesse. Shard's unable to get the grab though.
With the phase boost done on Razor now as well, it's going to be even harder to make those sort of movements.
Yeah. Is under attack.
So CK is farming very well, but you know there's always going to be that interaction of the Medusa later on versus CK. Phantasm, and he'll probably go for the Aghanims on Medusa, just being able to clear out those illusions. And Cuckoo is still farming well, even though he has died twice. The first death was in the 5v5 engagement, but that secondary one earned him quite a bit. How's our stacks looking? So a double Ancient stack on left side, double Ancient stack on right side for TNC. So they are prepping that one, and we do see the Batrider looking at this double stack here. And then he also has several stacks on his jungle side as well. I think a triple stack, or a double stack medium camp and a double stack hard camp too. And he's going to start setting up for this one with the stickies. The Firefly level 2, easily going to clear that out.
Because they can try and steal some of the Splinter Blast.
You get one.
Just the one. I'll look to try and threaten the Batrider a bit deep with the Firefly. He's able to keep the distance. X-Rag can't quite get the catch on it.
Invisibility.
2 for 7 now. Couple of braces out on Sam. So he's pretty beefy on this offlane bat now.
Yep. Ben-Hur trying to make an aggressive move on bottom with the duel, but they actually weren't able to close the gap on the duel. Yeah, 2 bracers on. I guess he's one itemized for Atos for the Storm. so they have more guaranteed lockdown eventually.
Yeah, it could be a different way to sort of take it because of that lineup you're against, for sure, yeah.
I did see, I mean, this was during the EU qualifier. I did see Afterlife go for an Atos one of the games, but he had no Blink Dagger ever that game, and that was an absolute disaster. So I'm not assuming that'll happen here, but I remember that game very, very clearly because it was something unbelievable that I hadn't seen before. Top 7 sticky stacks up on Rag. He's trying to force the Phantasm, and he does.
And he is going to get it. They will turn. Will they get this kill? Rappy's coming in. Sam H falling low, and they've got him. With the chase down for the snowball, they will punish the bat. But at the same time, Phantasm is used.
Still doesn't want to die, though.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. A little bit costly.
Raven is smoked top. They're looking for some type of aggressive play here with him. He's got those phase boots. He is quite strong at the moment. Looking for Rappy. Closes the gap. Gets the current proc.
He's trying to run. And that, oh,
the shard!
That shard! Jules, he's been killing it this series on Tusk.
Commend this man.
Look at that.
Part of all 8 kills, saving the teammates, getting... He's just doing everything here for this team.
What a block. What a block indeed from that angle as well. Perfectly hooking him into the tree.
So TNC trying to take advantage of this. This is just like, I feel like I see Raven do this every game. He leaves his safe lane so early, puts pressure onto the enemy tower, the enemy safe lane tower, and they give Tims the safe lane to get that Blink Dagger, to get his levels online, especially when he has a bit of a rough start. Not that natural tower hitter like the Terror Blade in the last situation, but still should eventually be able to bring this one down. And now they know the Winter Wyvern's up here. They might actually just go for the dive. Sam H does not have Firefly available. But they are hunting for him.
And Jesse in trouble. He's trying to fly himself away. 1437. Looking for the wraparound. Can't actually get in on that point, so Jesse's actually going to be fine. TNC unable to find the catch. They do get the tower though, so the objective still successful for the team. He is still searching here, Sam. Put his eyes on Rappy. No point in the lasso, though. So we'll just be able to give him a bit of a rundown, and that will be that. Rappy survives. Medusa looking very far, though. Same to be said for the Razor, CK, and Storm, as they are close behind.
Cuckoo's gonna rush that Aghanims. Just Mask of Madness into Ags, it looks like, on the Dusa to counteract that CK.
I mean, it is super good. Yeah, any sort of push with the Phantasm just comes to an end.
Yeah, just instantly kills all of them.
I don't know how you even fight around that. How do you play CK against the Medusa?
You wait till the snake is used. You have to go Blink Dagger pretty much.
Yeah.
Blink Echo Saber. You have to just get on top of her and burst her before it comes out. It's extremely difficult though. Bottom lane. They know Tims was down here alone. Jules was trying to make an aggressive move with the CK. They're trying to find something here to punish.
The Jules and X-Rag might go for this. See how they can react. They get a quick crush. X-Rag still finds the stun. They're going in underneath the tower. They have to back off Happy Feet as Raven ready with the chase down. Strong static link onto X-Rag. Oh, the cold embrace is there though. Save comes out from the Wyvern. And Happy Feet will lose no one for now. They'll keep each other alive.
Bloodlusted Razor with Drum of Endurance. Pretty terrifying when he starts running at you.
Jules still playing around, trying for a grab.
TNC's getting trades out of this. Cuckoo's taking the mid tower. He's very low on mana. TP coming out from Ben-Hur to defend that one. He's got stick charges on Cuckoo though. But his mana got burned down. Doesn't have mana.
This is a Storm with an Arcane Rune and a Kai. He could indeed play around with it. Bottom lane, they've got 1437. And moving in for more though. Happy Feet, can they get anything? 2-man crush comes through. Cold Embrace there again from Jesse Bash. Keeping Rag alive, allowing him to get the follow-up rift into the duel as well. Sets up for the double kill. They do end up losing the Legion. And Rag in trouble. Corrosive Haze is out. They've found the crush. Can he keep himself alive with some armlet toggling? He can't. He's down. That's cost them 2, maybe even more. They still continue to chase. Goes for the shards, but it is going to lock Tims in there with the Tusk. So Tims may able to get the Tusk. It's a double kill for Tims.
He's got the blink. That's a very early timing for the Slardar blink. 13 minutes. He was giving the bottom lane safe for a while here, but Sam H now will pay with his life to Ben Hur. Bye-bye.
The power of the Kaya.
He does pick up the Blink Dagger on Sam H as well. So double Blinks coming out for TNC at a pretty good timing here. So we will see them ramp up. They probably will go for a smoke maneuver right away when they respawn to look for at least one of the core heroes. And Cuckoo starting to farm up the enemy Ancients in a very aggressive position with that ward vision that he does have.
And he's getting away with it.
Blink also finished up on Rappy, so they do have that pick off on the other side for Happy Feet.
Jules trying to play around with Cuckoo. Just trap him a little bit momentarily with the shards.
Unable to get aggressive without Stormer, Legion Commander there though.
Dire are scanning.
Scan is out. It did catch some of them, but oh no. Cold Embrace from Jesse Vash is there, buying time for Jules, but this is going to mean a big build-up with the static link. That's for sure. He rolls in. Raven stealing an insane amount of damage. And that'll be one. Oh, kind of turn against his teammates. The 1-4-3-7 falls low. Tusk is down. They have lost Slardar in return as Ben Hur did find the pick-off. Rappy in the middle of it all came too close to the Razor though. With the amount of damage Raven has stolen, you do not want to come near this electrical man.
Yeah. Even though it's 7-13, TNC are leading the board, just getting a bit more out of the map. With this flash farming Dusa, always able to take Ancients. Just pulling ahead a bit faster than Happy Feet can. And that Aghanims is going to come out extremely early.
Yeah, this Juice is a huge worry. Without a shadow of a doubt, that is the hero that's going to cause the big issues as this game goes on for Happy Feet.
Mid lane, 1-4-3-7. Ben Hur gets the far jump, gets the static remnant off before the stun too, and he jips away perfectly fine. The Kaya putting in work. Ben Hur really been stepping it up the last two games. His Queen performance and now the Storm. 5-0 and 3.
I mean, even in game one as well, where he got, you know, he absolutely shut down at the start. He made a good comeback towards the end. Sure, they lost the game, but it was not, you know, not bad play from them, man. Happy Feet have been doing a lot of the right things. Can they get to the Roshan though? That's the question. TNC are into the pit. They're doing it with the Corrosive Haze. Let's see if Happy Feet are aware of this. They are heading over.
There's a Storm Spirit on the other team. They have to be very careful
here. They do. TNC is still at half health. But Ben Hur, he's ready to kick it off. He goes into the midst of it all. Goes zip straight back out. Able to grab the Vortex onto Tims. Tims pulling low. A massive nuke coming out there from the Legion Commander. Catching 3 heroes into the duel. And TNC, they've lost 3. The attempt on Roshan there, highly questionable, as Happy Feet are easily able to punish. TNC did not have the damage, the means to take it down as quick as they would hope for. Sure, Mask of Madness, Medusa, and Corrosive Haze is something, but it's not enough to take it down without at least trying to take a member of Happy Feet off. Happy Feet had the full lineup alive.
Yeah.
As you said, they had the Storm ready. Easy to get in, get the vision, get the information, and now it's Happy Feet taking the Aegis for themselves.
It's really good that Happy Feet noticed that. I mean, I think that was a very crazy decision by TNC. Like, you're playing versus Winter Wyvern and Storm. Wyvern is one of the kings. He didn't even have his ultimate needed to be used there. He just threw a couple Splinters Blast, but the Shard Vision.
Look at this damage
Storm jumping in
by the Legion as well. I think Rappy hits 3 heroes here.
Yep.
Bam.
Boom.
And then suddenly the fight is over. Too much damage is done.
The Roche actually got Tims with the clap.
That's something, I guess. But still.
Look at that decline,
that's the turnaround.
Look at the experience, too. I mean, it looks a little bit more ridiculous because of the graph, but it is only a 3K swing. But it's a big pickup there for Happy Feet. Yeah, TNC getting a little bit ahead of themselves there, trying to go for that without even all 5 members up, without everybody bloodlusted. They do not have the damage for that Roche by any means. Once they get a couple more levels up in the Corrosive Haze, the next point is the big one. Mid lane, Cuckoo, again, Ben Hur looking for the solo
Look
kill.
how much work Ben Hur's doing with that mana that he gets from the kites. Bursting, draining all the mana of the Medusa through the mana shield. 16 for 8. Double the kills, but net worth still favoring that at TNC. The farm a little bit better for the Medusa.
Happy Feet,
they're hunting.
Oh, quick blink out by Sammy.
And that will save him.
They threw the scan down there too. They knew that he was there before he shot the flame break, but it will turn into a tower push for Happy Feet. So they're not too disappointed with that one. They ideally wanted a kill with the smoke, but objective's an objective. Top lane, Legion Commander porting in, stopping the push from Raven. and Aghanims is complete on Cuckoo here. They are TPing and they want to fight down here.
Radiant's bottom
Only 2 heroes.
I was gonna say, they're going to want to turn this. I mean, they go with the Phantasm.
The Snake does not bounce to the Illusions, but now Stone Gaze.
Okay, but the Stone Gaze, they'll back away. Winter's Curse holding her in place. And the Phantasm Illusions will burn to the Stone Gaze. They start to chase. TNC can't really get the jump though. So, Happy Feet losing nothing there. Getting the tower. Bloodstone now complete for Ben-Hur.
That's 19 minutes. Kaya treads Bloodstone. He even has the Aegis on top too. He can start making some very aggressive plays to look for the Bat Rider or the supports from the side of TNC. And just like we said, the CK, the next build will be, after that Armlet Echo Saber, will be the Blink Dagger into the heart, so that he can close the gap onto that Dusa and try to avoid those Mystic Snakes with his illusions with that Blink into Reality Rift play. Bit of a farm game will commence.
I mean, if it does sort of go that way, as it goes later. Oh, man. I mean, he is slippery. I mean, as you mentioned, that the stuns that they do have, they're not instant ones.
Yeah. I think they're going to itemize
dodgeable ones,
to be able to work for that, though. Like we said, maybe the Atos for the bat. I mean, he's still got the double bracers. He hasn't queued it up yet. I'm not ever really crazy about it, but that little disable can help them a bit. As the game goes later, though, the thing is, you know, it's Medusa versus CK, so it makes it really, really tough.
Bit of a pick here. They find the Tusk sitting in the sidelines. He gets the snowball out, but he'll certainly be going down nonetheless. That's going to be 1 kill. Ben-Hur zipping into the midst of it all, trying to turn things around. They do have the duel. They're going in for the kill. Can they quite get? There's going to be a buyback from the Tusk. They want to commit for this fight. Cuckoo gets the Stone Gaze off, but they've lost the Bat Rider. Happy Feet, they've lost 2. Double kill for Cuckoo. The Storm is down. Jesse Vash saving himself with the Cold Embrace. They're trying to bring back in Raven, but Raven, he's pretty damn beefy with the Eye of the Storm out, taking them out. Ben-Hur will clean up the Medusa. Raven's deep, gets punished. TNC, they may have got the kills, but with a return play from Happy Feet, they get shut down. Double kill for Ben-Hur. TNC losing the Medusa and the Razor.
That Aegis coming into big play there. So as I was saying, the CK, it gets completely countered by the Medusa, but the fact that this Storm is having such a solid game might be enough for them to be able to take this into the later stages. They have to be at a bit of a gold advantage though versus Dusa.
Ben-Hur up to the juicy 17 Bloodstone charges as he's starting to build them up, going for the Orchid next, of course. Will be leading with a Fire Blast, trying to go for him. Very hard to catch. Ooh, they're still attempting. Lasso's back up in 5 seconds.
Radiant's bottom
20 to 11 though. Happy Feet with the kill lead, and now slightly it keeps going in between. It's so close between these two teams. They are certainly proven to be a perfect match for this type of game.
Jules again consistently being at that top 15 or involved in 16 of the 20 kills. He's really again just having a spectacular performance on the Tusk, but it's mostly Ben-Hur. The 2 cores from the side of Happy Feet. 7-1 and 7 on CK, and Ben-Hur 8-0 and 5, able to take advantage of having this level 20 and 17 Bloodstone charges so early on the Storm Spirit.
Now look to clean up these Ancients. X-Rag continuing to farm. We're seeing though, both of them Raven unable to keep up with the net worth of the Storm and the Medusa.
Dire's middle tower
Certainly to be expected out in the nature of the heroes.
Yeah, the Dusa just having so many Ancients stacked, constantly being able to walk in, take the enemy Ancients as well. I've seen Cuckoo take this Ancient camp from Happy Feet. I think this is like the 6th time or 7th time he's just walked up there and done that. And he will queue up the Lincolns next, be able to block that duel, be able to block the initiations coming out from Happy Feet.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very close game though. CK has changed the item build up a bit. Going to be actually going for an S and Y So just some movement speed and stats to be able to not just break the link, but also just get himself a little bit beefier. I think he still does need the Blink Dagger, though, eventually to deal with that Medusa. Because the fact that he just one-shots all the Phantasm is such a problem. And he's actually queued up a BKB next. So it looks like he's prioritizing dealing with the other heroes, but still will be a problem. TNC smoked up. They've got the Lincolns on Dusa. Sam H ready to initiate.
Can they find the jump? That's the question. They're leading in with the bat. They get in. They get the lasso onto the CKs. Anyway, the Happy Feet can save that CK. It doesn't look like it. They've got the Cold Embrace buying some time for him. Cuckoo trying to move forward. Ben-Hur zips in. Shards come out onto Cuckoo. The Stone Gaze now wearing out, but X-Rack falls too low. He's down, and so is Jesse Vash. TNC, they've got the crush onto the Tusk as well, taking down a third, and they'll chase down for more, looking for Rappy. The defense that TNC needed there by the Tier 2 tower, coming in hard and cutting down 4 heroes of Happy Feet.
Perfect lasso.
Yeah.
Into the
What a
Stone
way
Gaze.
to start.
And this is what we were talking about is, you know, it's pretty much just going to be Storm versus the world because of just how hard countered CK is. It's not just the Dusa. It's, if he gets Cold Embraced up, you see exactly what happens. Raven just closes the gap with Static Link. And, I mean, this Razor is pretty massive. The Shiva's already
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
negates a lot of that damage that Happy Feet does have. And 2k advantage now going for TNC. And again, look, Cuckoo farming the enemy Ancients just all day.
I don't know, as we've been saying, it just feels like this game is impossible for the CK with the Shiva's Guard Razor, with the Aghanim's Medusa. As you say, sure, he can get a blink, but even then, every time he turns up to the team fight, he just gets shredded and his illusions just melt.
It's just the absolute hard counter. The Dusa versus the CK. Storm going for a far zip here.
See if Rappy can get a lockdown with the duel. They have found the Batrider, dragging him in. Tim's, though, on the side of it. He's got the crush onto Rappy. They're trying to chase down. Winter's Curse will be there to hold them back. Cuckoo held back for a little bit of time. Jesse Vash with the Self-Cold Embrace. He's almost only going to still go down. Cuckoo in the midst of it all, doing a lot of damage. They try for the duel here, but Cuckoo is kicking back a fair bit of punch. Rappy, he's got to run, he's got to hide. They're down 1 on Happy Feet, down 2 on TNC, but Raven and Cuckoo still alive, and they're still fit to fight here. Jules trying to run himself away. The Stone Gaze from the Snake connects. And that will be 2 for 2. Raven and Cuckoo just looking too big to deal with. Sure, the team dies around them, but this Medusa and Razor proving to be massive issues for Happy Feet's lineup.
Yeah. He's going to be getting the Butterfly next too on the Dusa. That's going to counter a lot of the, well, a lot of the damage that could be coming up from Happy Feet, but he's barely even getting hit on the Dusa now at this point. Arcane Rune found on the Storm Spirit. Arcane, 19 Bloodstone charges on top of the Orchid. Don't show top, Sam H. He might just get jumped on here. Ben-Hur is going for it.
Oh, and he's got him.
Yep.
Grabs him with the Orchid. No way for the bat to escape from that one. Another Bloodstone charge for the beyond godlike Ben-Hur Storm Spirit. 11-0-5.
It's really him versus the world, like we said.
He has to.
Yeah, he has to just put this team on his back. He has to try somehow. It's going to be a really tough one for him, but all eyes on Ben-Hur here.
Can that man do it? So far, so good. Oh, up top. It's on Raven. Goes quick back out. Doesn't want to stick around for that. Knows Raven's going to have people behind him.
Yeah, especially at the tower. A little risky.
And what is the item next for Storm? What does he go for next, Ben-Hur? He's still trying to finish the
He did have Lincolns.
He's looking at. Okay.
Trying to block that lasso.
Yeah. One of the big major threats for him at the moment if he oversteps.
They're smoked up now too. They're looking for something. If Medusa's on the front line, it could be pretty tough here. TNC. The Bloodlust is also the big contributing factor of why this Dusa is so farmed.
Yep.
These 2 cores on the side of TNC, they're constantly Bloodlusted up.
Radiant are scanning.
Happy Feet.
Oh, Ben-Hur.
They can't commit too far here. Into a Dusa, it's way too scary.
Ooh.
The secondary smoke up again.
The double smoke back.
They're trying to catch TNC off guard. TNC has to stick together here.
Let's see what they can find here. Just waiting out TNC to come forward, but TNC are not falling for this one.
It's about to be Butterfly. Yeah, it actually is the Butterfly finished up for Cuckoo now. Oh boy, how do they kill this Dusa? They have to kill the whole rest of the team before they kill this Dusa. They have to isolate him and then somehow try to bring him down. Second Rosh is respawned.
Tim's
Radiant's middle
Cuckoo
tower is under
coming
attack.
around from the bottom.
TNC's looking for some
See
kind
what
of
they
pick
can
here.
find. There's the jump. Tim's gets the two-man crush. Straight in they go. The Winter's Curse is there. We'll hold them back for now. And that'll mean they end up killing their own Slardar. Jump in, Ben-Hur into the midst of it all, trying to turn this around for the team, but they've already lost the Legion Commander. They do get Raven. 2 for 2, 3 for 2 though, as Ben-Hur still falls. Cuckoo just too big for the side of Happy Feet to deal with as Medusa just chases them down. No damage done at all to Cuckoo. He's just feeling absolutely unkillable. Despite Happy Feet's best efforts, it feels like this Medusa may have been let to get too far ahead.
Yeah. Ben-Hur jumps in.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what even got stunned up by, but he does get grabbed up and just disabled long enough for the Medusa to burst everybody. We see poor Tims does die. The duel doesn't do a whole lot though. And look at Storm. Actually just gets fire blasted and dies to the auto attacks, it looks like. Oh, the Stone Gaze, the ending of Snake actually clips him as he's about to zip away. But yeah, you see there, Phantasm pops out, Snake hits, and it's gone. It's just instantly gone. It's just so tough for the CK to play the game.
And the CK, I mean, it really does just feel like the CK is absolutely useless this game.
Yeah, he can't.
There's,
I mean, he
just,
can kill.
Not as a just as a hero, the concept it just does not work to the point where, you know, I'm surprised that we still see team. But I can't remember in the draft. Or did the Medusa come as a response to the CK?
Yeah, absolutely.
It did come as a response. To
Yeah. They third pick the CK, which is very risky when Dusa is still on the board, and TNC just insta pick Dusa. So CK's game is extremely difficult. And he pretty much can't do, I mean, he just can't do anything when Dusa's there. He has to just try to pick up the sideline heroes and then just walk out of the fight.
Like, sure, the answer would be for them to eliminate the Medusa, but for them to do that, their main source of damage is the CK and his illusions.
Yeah.
And without that, they're just not killing Cuckoo.
I love this item build next for Cuckoo. Going for Hex.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect kind of build because there's no way to remove Hex anymore. You can't press the attack it off. There's nothing you can do.
No. And it's great for the mana.
Yeah, it's just a really solid item on Dusa. I always used to like seeing people pick up either the Bloodthorn or a Hex on Dusa just to have that extra lockdown.
And here comes the push from TNC up to the high ground. How can Happy Feet put a stop to it?
Ideal timing too, this 30-minute mark with the two wagons. And Aegis on Cuckoo.
They're trying. Pull him in, but there's the grab. They've got this lasso dragging one out into the crush. Stone Gaze comes through as well from Cuckoo. He's getting rather low, but the Stone Gaze is just hitting them all. And Cuckoo starts to beat them away. They'll try and jump in with the CK, but the illusion's taken out by the Snake. Cuckoo, he's not even going to go down once. They're trying to get back. They're trying to get away. They just cannot kill the Medusa. They bring him down low, but low is not good enough.
And he cheeses up to full, and Storm has no buyback for 40. This could be too.
Still has the Aegis. This Medusa pick seeming to have won the game here for TNC, as it just seems absolutely unplayable, this game for Happy Feet. As TNC on the verge of knocking Happy Feet out of the DreamHack Major qualifiers. And they themselves moving on to day 2 with this victory if they can clean it up. The game will continue, not going to be over yet, but there's a 14k lead for TNC.
That swing is so massive. It was pretty much a 1k gold lead for TNC until this point now.
Oh, Jules. He tried to come in, he will be saved. Ben-Hur going in with the zips, does manage to find the Slardar, drags him in, takes down one. They do look towards the Medusa, they have the duel, but do they have the damage? Punch up as well, can they kill Cuckoo even once? They can't. Double kill for Raven. They're losing 2, and they'll almost certainly lose more. Jesse Vash trying for the TP out, will make it. The same can't be said, though, for Jules. A triple kill for Raven. Buyback from Jules. But with 2 heroes down for good, and TNC more than fit enough to keep this push going.
There's a tier 2 bottom, though, so they do have to push out that bottom side. And you still see the line drawn by Raven as well. But it's looking impossible for Happy Feet. As massive as this Storm is, level 25 already with all those Bloodstone charges he had before, he still just can't. He can kill all these other heroes. He keeps picking off Batrider, he keeps killing Slardar, but the Medusa's the problem.
Yep. Really, really is. The power of Medusa. in the right sort of settings. And TNC, they did play it perfectly around him this game. They had the setup, as we saw as well. This Medusa got a lot of space. You mentioned it, just being able to invade the enemy's half of the map and consistently take their Ancients. That you can't let that happen.
Okay, so he goes for the Bloodthorn instead. I think I would have preferred the Hex, but this at least gives him a little bit more damage, and with the split shot using modifiers, he can get crits all over the place.
Got it.
See the pings coming out from this Chaos Knight. He was pinging out the Ancients. He's saying, like, this is why this Deuce is so big. They got Ancients over and over again.
Nearly double the net worth of that CK, this Medusa.
Yeah. It's really rough for her. Just a really rough game for CK. When you pick it third, you're gonna get countered pretty hard. Razor and Medusa, quite good versus CK.
Definitely, for the most part, a drafting issue this game. I mean, sure, the play has been fantastic by TNC, but the drafting was very, very smart.
Yeah, Medusa. Ben-Hur still having one of the games of his life, 13-2 on the Storm Spirit, but he just can't fight versus this Medusa. It's too much without any help from the rest of his team. Rappy, we haven't really gotten to talk about him too much on Legion Commander. Had some decent overwhelming odds in the mid game, but it's 1-6-11 on Legion with only 34 dual damage. Just shows how hard of a game it really is for everybody besides the Storm Spirit. And now TNC. They're going to close this one out. Aegis is reclaimed though.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They're going to play it safe. They don't want to get knocked out of the major.
Dire are scanning.
There really is no need to rush it for TNC.
Nope.
The lead they have. It's Happy Feet, by all means, that have to try and do something sooner than later to turn this one around, and it may already be too late.
So Happy Feet, their only way to win the fights is literally kill everybody else and then isolate the Medusa and try to bring her down with all 5 heroes pretty much. But it's extremely tough when Raven is also quite tanky on this Razor. The jump comes in.
There's a big jump as well. Straight in onto the Slaughter. That's one down. They do find the jewel, but the BKB is already out from Raven. And look at the back of it. Samage trying to find a connection with the lasso. Rappy falling low. That's the Legion down. Raven gets a good static link off as well. Benner with that BKB trying to zip around, but on his own he does not have the damage. Lasso's there from Samage. They've got the catch on Storm Spirit. And they'll get even more as Jules spotted out in the tree line. They'll take 3 for sure. This snowball to his grave. As they only lose one, they only lose that Slaughter. TNC, they get 3 easy kills. No buybacks on those heroes as well for Happy Feet.
Yeah.
As Kuku's already in there on the bottom lane, pushing into the base, taking the tier 3, moving onto the barracks.
It's just really, it's pretty depressing just seeing the CK pop Phantasm and one snake just insta-kill all those illusions, but yeah, this game, TNC, playing very well around Kuku.
GG well played is called by Happy Feet. It's all over, they'll tap out. That's the end of Happy Feet's attempt at a spot at the DreamHack Major, and TNC, they'll be able to move forward to day 2, and what a play from them as well, from both sides to be fair. Happy Feet with some very impressive moves in this series, but overall TNC certainly